Hi Eurovision TV, welcome back to Eurovision Island here in Copenhagen. My name is Abdelaziz Mahmoud, and the next country is Norway. Carl, Espen and Josephine, welcome.
Thank you.
You just had your first rehearsal on stage. How was it?
It was very good, yeah. It was really fun to see and experience the stage. It was a great arena.
Yeah?
It was really fun to perform there, yeah.
And it's a big stage, isn't it, for a ballad? I mean, you have to fill it. What do you think? What's your thoughts about the big stage?
I think I don't think it matters that much because the main focus is on me, and I just have to perform the song as best as I can and that will fill the stage. Yeah.
Well, I've been looking forward to meeting you because many of the other artists have either been in talent shows and other places, but you've been a carpenter, you've been a doorman. How the heck did you end up here?
That's a good question. Well, I've been singing and playing guitar since I was 15, 16, and I always had a dream of doing this and performing to people. But somehow it just didn't happen. But now when Josephine came to me with the song "Silent Storm," and she asked, after I'd heard it, she asked if she could send it to Melodi Grand Prix, the Norwegian ESC. Yeah. And I said yes almost immediately because the song was so great.
And Josephine Winter, you're Carl Espen's cousin.
That's correct.
And why did you write this song for Carl Espen?
Well, I was thinking about writing a song for the Norwegian pre-selections, and I've known Carl Espen since I was born, literally. And I've always known that he has a beautiful voice and that he has been dreaming about singing for people. And and then I thought about him, and I thought, I have a couple of songs, or blah, blah, blah. And then I realized that if Carl Espen is going to sing, he needs to sing something that is truly his. So I just sat down and tried to, think about Carl Espen, like I know him, and I know him very well, and just try to, really write something that would be important for him to say, and that would actually, mean something to him, just not some song. And the result was Silent Storm. So, yeah, and I showed it to him, and I didn't tell him that it was for him, because I just wanted to see his,
reaction?
His true reaction.
Yeah.
And I think I remember the moment when he said, he asked me, what is this song? Because this sounds a lot like me, or something like that. And then I knew that this was a good combination.
Yeah. And music is a big part, a huge part of your family, not just you two. So did you always know that you were going to end up at the Eurovision stage, or did you always hoped for it to happen?
No, I didn't. Like I said, I've always been singing and enjoying music, but I never dreamed I would end up in a big stage like this. This is just amazing. Yeah.
Well, congratulations so far.
Thank you.
I don't know if we have any questions yet. Yeah, of course, over there.
Hi, Carl. Alistair Birch from SBS Radio in Australia. Can you tell us a little about your passion for fishing? Did you ever have to decide between music and fishing, and which is more important for you?
That's a good question.
I've always enjoyed fishing since I was a little child, but fishing is a hobby. It's nothing that I can make a living of, even though I'm from Norway and there are people making a living of fishing. But if I had to choose between music and fishing, it had to be music. Yeah.
Well, we also have a question on Twitter. You can always write at hashtag #AskEurovision, and many people have done so. One of the questions are from our user Sarah Løvebo, who's asking you, 2012 Sweden won, and last year Denmark won. And is this year Norway's turn?
I can only hope. I'm going to do my very best to try to make that happen. But I'm dependent on the votes. Europe has to vote for me. So, but yeah, it would be really fun if Norway won. Yeah. Yeah.
You're up against a lot of ballads this year.
Yeah,
what do you think about that?
There's a lot of good songs in the competition this year. So, but I'm just. My main focus is just to do my song and not view the others as competitors, as my enemy or my competitors or more. We're just here to sing our song, really. Yeah.
Do you still work as a carpenter? I asked you about that.
It's not a carpenter actually; it's a glazier.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, it's okay. But yeah, I do.
And I asked this everyone who's been up here, and some of them are theater stars, and some of them are talent show stars. Can you use that background in any way on stage, or?
No, I don't think so.
Okay, so it's a far-fetched, I know. Yeah, thanks. Yeah, over there.
Hi, Carl. I'm Steve. I'm working for ESC Daily. You spoke to a colleague of mine at the Norwegian final, actually. I was wondering, after your great performance in the Norway final and in the build-up to here, there's been a lot of talk about, your good performance, but also about your nerves. How much is it frightening you now that you've seen the real stage, the big one, and you've seen the arena? Is it frightening you? How do you think about that?
Today it wasn't frightening. Today it was just fun. But sure, there's going to be a lot of pressure on me and a bit more tension when the whole arena is full of people. But that's one of the things that we've been focusing on, and just trying to keep my calm and try not to get nervous and not to think so much about it, and just focus on what I'm supposed to do.
What is it that terrifies you? Is it the audience, or is it the cameras and the choreography, or what is it that's difficult for you, a challenge for you?
I think maybe it's a little bit of combination, but most of all, I don't want to let people down by doing a bad job, yeah. and I think a lot about that. So I just want to do as best as I can. And, yeah.
Well, I guess you made it this far, right? And people love you in Norway, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a huge comfort.
Yeah. Any questions left? Well, I'd like to talk to you about now. For example, Norway has come in no less than 11 times. Not to make you more nervous about this, just talked about your nerves, but still, do you think about what, that you're representing a country as well, or do you just think about your song and that your cousin wrote this, and what goes in your mind?
I think about it a lot that I'm actually representing my country now. So I have to step up my game even further than I did in Oslo, and it's a very strange feeling to recognize that you are actually representing your country, and but that just makes me want to perform even better. And yeah.
And Josephine, you talked about this song being obviously for Carl Espen when you wrote it, and you hoped that was his reaction, immediate reaction, and it was. What is it about the song that you know that this is going to be a Carl Espen song and not someone else?
Well, this song had a very special starting point for me because I sat down with Carl Espen in mind, and that was my goal. And I've never worked that way before, ever. Usually I just write music and whatever happens, happens. So to have him in mind and actually, almost meditate over this person, this human being, and, what moves inside him, that was a very powerful way of actually, creating something. And then see it come to life in him, and then in Norway, and now in the world. It's a very powerful feeling.
Yeah. Why aren't you up on stage with him?
With him?
Mm-hmm.
This is his song. It's not mine. 100%. And I think, I've already cried a couple of times on TV now, so you've seen what it does to me to see it performed by him. And to me, it was never a question of being on stage with that song, because this is his.
And as we began this interview with, that you've already been on stage once now, and during your first rehearsal. Now you've watched it as well. Do you know if you're going to change anything, or?
Just minor things, yeah. But my main focus is about the singing. The rest that's on the stage, I leave to the other people. Yeah.
Yeah. Mm. So, have you been watching the other contestants here in Eurovision?
Not on stage, no. Today, no.
Oh.
No. I've just seen glimpses on different monitors, but I haven't studied them or listened to them. No.
You haven't even listened to the other songs?
I listen to the songs, of course. Yeah, but not today on the rehearsals. No.
Any favorites?
Yeah, I have two favorites actually.
Two?
Yeah, two. I really like Kamer Linnert's from Netherlands, and the Finland's contribution as well. Soft Engine is very good. Yeah.
What do you like about them?
Well, the Kamer Linnert's is a very good country ballad. It's just it's very well written and very well performed, and sometimes when you hear a good song, you don't have to. It's hard to put your finger on it, but you know that it's good.
And they're in the same semi-final as you are.
Yeah.
That's bad.
Well, there's 10 of us. So, yeah.
Cool. Thank you so much. I think we have one question over there, behind you. No, you, sir.
Hello, Carl. I'm Robin from ESCKAZ.com, and I first met Carl the night before Melody Grand Prix. And you've got more pressure on you now than you had then, and you seem more calm and collected. Have you found the trick?
Maybe I'm just getting used to this a little bit. But before the Norwegian finals, everything was new. Now I've been talking to the press for over a month, and so I'm starting to get used to it, and I'm starting to calm down. Yeah.
Hi, Alistair again. Carl, can you tell us about an earlier music competition where I think you performed a song by Cat Stevens? How did that compare with Eurovision? And maybe can we hear a little bit of it if you remember it?
Yeah, that was actually at my home place where I'm from. Every year they have this the singing competition, and I entered as a 17-year-old boy with Cat Stevens' Wild World. And I won. I won the entire competition. That was a really fun experience for me. And yeah. Do you want me to sing a little bit of Wild World? Okay, if I remember it. Ooh, baby, baby, it's a wild world. It's hard to get by just upon a smile, girl. Or something like that.
That's cool. Thank you so much. Carl Espen, I wish you good luck. The Eurovision, the second semi-final. I'm sure you'll do well. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
And thank you for joining us. Remember, you can ask all the questions you want to. Just remember to hashtag Ask Eurovision. Thank you, and see you in a bit.